Do you make these mistakes in your workouts? Hey, I'm Yuri Alkame, and today we're going to be talking about 4 big workout mistakes that I see countless people make on a regular basis, just as a regular gym goer now, but even as a trainer when I was working with individual clients in the past. This is stuff I was seeing every single day. So I want to ask you, are you making any of these workout mistakes? We're going to go through them one by one right now. Okay, so you may want to take out a pen and paper or jot these down. So the first workout mistake, and this is again, none of these mistakes are your fault. I mean, it's just an onslaught of misinformation and nonsense out there that has led to a lot of this stuff. So the first one is lifting light weights and doing very high reps. Why is that a mistake? Well, think about it. In everyday life, other than like carrying a pen or a pencil or maybe a little book, when are we ever lifting light weights? Very rarely, right? And you know, I think all of this came about because we were led to believe, especially kind of in the female area, is that if we lift heavy weights, we're gonna get big and bulky, right? So instead of lifting 100 pounds 10 times, let's lift 20 pounds 50 times. That's kind of the thinking, right? Because if we do a lot of reps, we're not gonna get big. Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's all sorts of, you know, body pump classes and aerobics classes that really led to this whole thinking, I think. And when I see people in the gym and they've got a 10-pound bar on their back and they're doing 50 squats, I mean, what's the purpose of that? I mean, you're essentially doing a bodyweight workout, which is fine. Bodyweight workouts are essential and certain exercises are great, but to waste time doing squats with 10 pounds on your back, you're really not getting any benefit from that because your muscles need to be stressed. And I've said this countless times. You go to space, what happens? You lose bone mineral density and you lose muscle mass. Why? Because of the lack of gravity. So you use it or you lose it. Your muscles need to be stressed. Your mind needs to be stressed. Good stress, right? And obviously not the bad one. When that happens, that's how we grow. That's how we get stronger. So you need to increase the weight you're using and decrease the number of reps. Now, there's obviously a spectrum. So if you're looking to build muscle mass, that's going to be different than if you're looking to build strength and power. But as a general kind of, let's just say you want to be active, fit, healthy, look for a weight that you can only lift about 6 to 10 times. Okay, so that means if you're doing 6 reps, you can only do like the 6th rep and that's it. Okay, if you can do 10 more, that's way too light. Choose a weight that is heavier, 6 to 10 reps, go with that. You know, 1 to 3 sets depending on your goals. Okay, that's the first thing, is move away from using light weight and high reps. Okay, women, you will not get bulky. You simply don't have enough testosterone to do so. What you will see happen though is that you will see some more definition. You will have better strength and you will have better bone health because now the heavier weight is stressing your muscles, which pull on your bones, and that stresses your bones, keeping them strong. Okay, very important. Second big mistake, and this actually I'm going to speak to most gyms here, is what's the deal with the TVs? What's the deal? I mean, I can't even go to the gym and not have a TV in front of me. It's really annoying, and it's very tough to focus when you have a TV in front of you. So if you have a TV on the treadmill, for instance, turn it off. If you had a TV up in front of you, turn it off, assuming other people aren't watching it. And by all means, this is the worst thing to possibly do, is working on the treadmill or a cardio machine and watching the news. Okay, first of all, I don't recommend watching the news because it's absolute nonsense and it's very, very negative for your subconscious. But also when you're working out, I mean, I don't want to be running on the treadmill and seeing some kind of train crash in the periphery of my mind. It just really it's not good. So turn the TV off. Do not focus on watching TV. Also, I can't tell you how many times I've been on the treadmill doing intervals, pumping out intense stuff for 10-15 minutes. Meanwhile, beside me on the treadmill is, you know, some person just kind of strolling along reading a magazine. Okay? If you're going to read a magazine, just sit on your couch, go to a cafe, or go to the library. Don't use the gym and take up treadmills or other equipment to waste people's time, or even waste your time by reading a book or magazine. Okay? If you're going to go to the gym and work out. Save the other stuff for somewhere else. Okay? So avoid the multimedia, TVs, magazines, blah, blah, blah. Keep it all the way to the gym. Go to the gym, crank out a good workout in 30 minutes, and then you can read, okay? Third big mistake is not having a plan. Go to the gym, what should we do today? I don't know, let's just do some of this, do some of that, and you get none of this and none of that. Okay, so the first, this is actually a very, very important lesson in all areas of life. Plan ahead, okay? Very simple strategy I'm gonna share actually outside of workouts here is when you go to bed, before you go to bed, write down the 6 most important things you want to accomplish tomorrow. I guarantee if you just do that, your life will change. You will wake up in the morning with a sense of focus, like a laser beam, that will help you achieve unbelievable things. Now, take that principle to your workouts. Before you leave your house and go to the gym, just like even if you're not following a program, just write down what you plan on doing. I'm gonna do a circuit, push-ups, lunges, squats, pull-ups. Write that down. How many sets, how many reps, roughly. At least you have a plan so that when you go to the gym, you're following something. It's not guesswork, okay? So a lack of plan is big, big, big mistake number 3. And the 4th big mistake I want to mention here is doing too much cardio. Now I've mentioned treadmill cardio machines several times in this video alone, and I wanted to let you know that doing too much cardio is a surefire way of really breaking your body. And that's actually funny because we have a whole line of cardio workouts. But they're not your traditional cardio workouts, they're interval training, which means high and low intensities, shorter amount of time, better results, okay? That's my personal approach to training. That's how athletes train, and I'm obviously a former pro soccer player, so I can attest to what we did back in the day, and athletes still do, and everyday people need to incorporate interval training at some level in their training. And it's way more effective than hopping on the treadmill or hopping on the bike or elliptical and going for an hour watching TV and wasting your time. Now, if we look at a typical example, we look at like a marathon runner, okay? There's nothing wrong with running a marathon. If you want to, that's completely fine. But if you look at a marathon runner, you're not going to see you're not really going to see a great example of a healthy individual. You're going to see a person who can run for a long time, but that's about it. Okay, their immune system becomes compromised because of the heavy volume of training they do. The pounding on their body over time destroys their joints, and that's what you can look forward to if you do heavy amounts of running. Now, with respect to cardio in general, okay, even doing the elliptical or bike, heavy amounts, high volumes of long duration cardio, what's the purpose? Right? Again, this comes back from a philosophy where women need to lose weight and men need to bulk up. That's the cultural code we have. So what do women do? They spend more time in the cardio machines because they've been taught and led to believe that cardio helps you lose weight because lifting weights makes you big and bulky. Okay? That's not true. As we've seen, it should be the opposite. I mean, women should be spending more time on the weights to keep their bones healthy, and men maybe more time on the cardio because, heart disease is a big thing for men. So we're kind of backwards. Anyways, instead of doing long, boring cardio, which is going to compromise your muscle mass, decrease growth hormone, decrease testosterone levels, and impoverish your ability to stay lean and strong, here's what you need to do. I've mentioned already, interval training, okay? So instead of doing 6 sessions a week of cardio or even 1 session a week of cardio, try doing 2 sessions a week of interval training. Okay, 15 to 20 minutes, high intensity, low intensity, high intensity, low intensity. And that can be done on the elliptical, the bike, the treadmill, outdoors, whatever. Sprint, jog, sprint, jog. There's all sorts of different setups you can do. 10 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 1 minute on, 30 seconds. I mean, there's all sorts of different things you can do. The whole idea is to think about, as a general rule of thumb, increase the intensity of your workouts, decrease the volume of your workouts, so you're actually working out less, but doing things properly so you get better results in less time, and you're not killing your body in the process. Okay, so those are 4 big mistakes that I continue to see, and they drive me crazy, and I needed to put this video together to just kind of get it off my chest, and hopefully I can help you avoid making those same mistakes. Now, if you want to enjoy my coaching and actually benefit from my coaching and structure and all this kind of workout stuff, guidance over your headphones, then be sure to check out my Fitter You program, which is essentially me on your headphones guiding you step by step through your workouts so you're not wasting your time like so many other people do. Again, the link for that is just below this video. It's at myfitteryou.com, and it's an amazing program, okay? It's awesome. It's the first program I ever developed, and it's still to this day is just awesome. And it's more specifically geared towards beginners. So if that's you, that is where you want to start. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.